For the past month at least, you've had the Put America First tour with Matt Gaetz, who you're seeing now, and Marjorie Greene, two people who are technically in Congress, and they've been traveling around the country giving speeches and hobnobbing and, let's keep it real, raising money. Or at least they've been trying to, because it has not been going particularly well. Since they kicked it off with their May 7th event at the Villages, their campaigns and joint fundraising committee have posted a combined loss of $342,000. Put America First donations apparently have totaled about $59,000, which means that with the $287,000 that they've spent on their events, they're in the hole by more than $225,000. And none of this makes that much sense though. Like they kicked it off by donating money from their campaign. So $150,000 from each one of them. And they've gotten small dollar donations. Apparently no big donations have come through to the PAC. I mean, God only knows what they've gotten individually. But what doesn't make sense is that in the first quarter of the year, or actually in the second quarter of the year, they raised a lot of money. So Gaetz and Greene raised 1.34 million and 1.31 million individually in that period. And it's dipped since then. So that like this headline is everywhere, Brett. But it seems weird to me that, look, as much as I despise them, I think that they're terrible, terrible people, and they make a mockery of our government on a daily basis. But they should be able to raise money though. Like that sort of horrible stuff is very popular right now. So what do you think explains this?
This reeks to me of people shuffling money around based on how they can get out of tax issues. And Matt Gaetz has done a good job. Like it's this concept of populism and the difference between right-wing populism and left-wing populism. The right-wing populism seems very actively grifty because it's people like Matt Gaetz and Donald Trump that are pushing for it. And when it comes down to brass tacks, they only ever do stuff like this, Matt Gaetz does, which is make himself more popular and do stuff with other people's money, which is ironic because that's the one thing that they're lambasting the establishment Republicans for doing. and they're just doing horrible stuff with other people's money.
Are you getting sad that they're not more successful? Is it affecting you? I apologize. I know right? The tour's not over. They might be able to
getting choked up, but it's perfect. And all the things that have happened along this tour that they're on are so horrible. These are the folks who are the best at being villains. Yeah. Actively being crappy worldwide and world wrestling entertainment villains. Like look at what Matt Gaetz has done with Marjorie Taylor Greene on this tour. The Georgia and Florida representatives who spend all of their time talking about how evil California is, come here to raise money. And when they come here to raise money, what happens? They grift off Britney freaking Spears. Matt Gaetz crashes a Free Britney event and says, "Free Britney." No. There is nothing about Matt Gaetz that is in line with what Britney Spears fans are advocating for, period. Yeah. Other than he's willing to stand there and take the microphone and say "Free Britney." Like Matt Gaetz has been under conservatorship from his father for years, willingly. Because his father's the one who shields him from any kind of legal consequences for his drunk driving. And then also Matt Gaetz is currently taking advantage of the legal system and under investigation for child sex trafficking. Like this guy, just because he says one line you like, is that? Yeah.
As soon as you said there's no connection, I started racking my brain to come up with one to be a contrarian. And the best I've come up with is the possibility that one of the Venmo notes he sent had "Oops, I did it again." That's as much as I was able to come up with, unfortunately. But no, there's no connection. It's just grift. And maybe the dam is broken. Maybe their fundraising will continue to drop. That would be great. At least earlier this year, Marjorie Greene raised $3.2 million within the first few months. It's dropped since then, but that is just such a massive amount, and it hurts on multiple levels. The first is that Republicans would love so much someone as objectively terrible as this, but the other is the continued comparisons between her and members of the squad since then, like as if people would like AOC if she was just awful on Twitter and wasn't, like trying to pass a public banking act every week or some equivalent. Marjorie Greene, since those $3.2 million, all she's done is go on tour with Matt Gaetz. That's it. She did, an empty desk press conference. That's it. These are not the same thing. And so it would be great if our media could catch up on that.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.